Lord, when people look at me, they may not know the battles I survived. They may not see the nights I cried quietly, the prayers I whispered with no strength, the moments I almost gave up. But you saw it all. You saw the breaking, you saw the waiting, you saw the pain behind my smile, and still, grace carried me. So this song is not about how strong I was. This song is about how faithful you are. My life is a testimony of your grace. I should have been broken beyond repair, but mercy found me kneeling there. I should have been lost in what I faced, but you covered me with holy grace. I had no answers, I had no plan, only tears falling in my hands. But heaven leaned into my pain and called me back by name. Now every scar has a story, every wound has a song. I'm still here by your mercy. You held me all along. My life is a testimony of your grace. Every breath I breathe is proof you made a way. When I was weak, you carried me. When I was lost, you rescued me. My life is a testimony of your grace. There were seasons I could not explain, where hope felt buried under pain, but you were working in the deep while I was too tired to believe. You didn't shame my fragile faith, you didn't leave my empty place. You turned my sorrow into sea and grew a praise inside of me. Now I don't hide the valley, I don't curse the night, because that's where I discovered your grace was still alive. My life is a testimony of your grace. Every breath I breathe is proof you made a way. When I was weak, you carried me. When I was lost, you rescued me. My life is a testimony of your grace. Hey!
Grace found me in the silence.
Woo!
Grace held me in the storm. Grace covered every failure.
Grace made my spirit warm.
Oh, grace lifted up my head.
Grace taught my heart to sing. Grace brought me from the ashes back to the feet of my King. Grace,
Carried me,
grace,
loved me,
grace,
brought me through again.
grace,
Strengthened me,
grace,
strengthened me.
grace gave me breath again. Now I stand with lifted hands, not perfect but redeemed, a living sign of what you do when mercy intervenes. If someone hears my story and wonders if you care, let them know the God who saved me can meet them anywhere. My life is a testimony of your grace. I'm cried was never thrown away. You turned my pain into praise. You wrote mercy on my days. My life is a testimony of your grace. Lord, when people look at me, they may not know the battles I survived. They may not see the nights I cried quietly, the prayers I whispered with no strength, the moments I almost gave up. But you saw it all. You saw the breaking, you saw the waiting, you saw the pain behind my smile. And still, grace carried me. So this song is not about how strong I was. This song is about how faithful you are. My life is a testimony of your grace. I should have been broken beyond repair, but mercy found me kneeling there. I should have been lost in what I faced, but you covered me with holy grace. I had no answers, I had no plan, only tears falling in my hands. But heaven leaned into my pain and called me back by name. Now every scar has a story, every wound has a song. I'm still here by your mercy. You held me all along. My life is a testimony of your grace. Every breath I breathe is proof you made a way. When I was weak, you carried me. When I was lost, you rescued me. My life is a testimony of your grace. There were seasons I could not explain, where hope felt buried under pain. But you were working in the deep, while I was too tired to believe. You didn't shame my fragile faith. You didn't leave my empty place. You turned my sorrow into seed and grew a praise inside of me.